Hey guys, what is up? This is Shark and I am back with more Minecraft. I'm gonna say this right now. I dealt with some issues with this particular video. My audio didn't record. Hello there. So I am doing voiceover very, very well after the fact. Basically doing this like 2 months after I recorded this video. So yeah. Alright, so what I did off camera is I mined for quite a bit of iron. Uh, little dude, what are you doing on my roof? My backyard. Anyway, as I was saying, I changed all of the little torches to lanterns because I love those blocks. And yeah. So yeah, thought it'd be fun. I have a grown guy and a tiny child on my roof. Like, hello, could you not? Little dude, could you get off? You get off my roof. Yeah, I changed all of the the torches to lanterns because I like that brick just so much better. We also did a little bit of exploring. We found a desert temple, some books. And now we're gonna make a fence to keep people off my roof. It's like the whole get off my yard thing, but get off my roof. God, where'd he go? Little dude, little dude, little dude. Yeah, you don't belong here. Come on, little guy. Let's go. Off the roof. Off the roof, little dude. Thank you. It's the only issue about building in a village. Trying to keep the villagers off your property is a pain. Right? Because I don't have any more. Alrighty. So listen, I need that orange wood for the. Yeah, I can't pronounce that. Like, I can barely spell it, but I am dyslexic, so that's to be expected. Child! Get off my roof. Go. 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 I I do realize how bad this little guy. There's an entrance over that. Go, 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 go. Keep moving. Thank you. Bye bye. Ah, freak. Oh, get down from there. Will you stop that? Just... Where are your parents? Like, honestly. Where is your mother? And now I have a commercial from like, I don't remember what year it was. It was like the 2000s, but it was kind of like this exasperated father just like his two kids are causing like all kinds of trouble and he's just like, where is your mother? And I don't remember what store it was, but it was like, at this insert store here's 1 day sale. I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, I don't remember what store that was from, but it was like at least 10 years ago. He can't jump on the fence from there, can he? Because if he can, I'm gonna scream. Right, let's just get rid of some of the sand so that he can't jump in here. Yeah, I'm gonna need more fence. What are you doing? Get down, that's dangerous. Little dude. Little dude. Where, go home. Go to your home. Where are your parents? Like, don't you think they're worried about you? Oof. Oh. Okay. I am stuck. I am very stuck. Oh my god. It's like he's waiting for me to turn my back so he can like dive bomb my roof. Like, please don't do that, little kid. I don't want you to get hurt. Cause like I don't think your parents would like that too much. Honestly. God, I hope this program I'm using works, cause I really, really don't want to go back to my first option for this, which was using some Windows Movie Maker thing, which, oh god, I had such issues with that editor. I mean, the one I'm using now takes so much longer, but it's like so much better, and the video quality is so much better. And it was $14 cheaper than the one I ended up purchasing, which was mistake number one. Actually, that was mistake number 2. Mistake number 1 was going for a Microsoft created thing, because their software programs tend to run like crap on Microsoft computers. For whatever reason. I miss the old Movie Maker, like the one they had before Windows 10. Like, that was probably the best video editor I have ever used. Like, it was easy, it was free, it came on almost every single computer, and it was about 10 times more advanced than the $14 one they charge you for now. Like, I would not recommend that software because, like, if you're doing, like, a slideshow thing where you're just putting a bunch of pictures, like, a slideshow, you're making, like, a video slideshow, it's fine. If you're trying to make, like, 2-hour-long videos, I would not recommend that software at all. Because it is not very good. It's just, it's not very good. At least in my experience with it, I'd get like halfway through encoding the video and the program would crash and I would have to start all over again. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to do this so I can make sticks with the wood of my choice instead of this orange one, or whatever it defaults to. So yeah. Sup, little dude? What are you doing? Yeah, there we go. Off we go. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. What the heck? Holy crap, when did you get that big? Like, I know kids grow fast, but that's insane. You went from kid to adult in 0.2 seconds. Like, what? I don't think he can get through there. Alrighty. Hopefully he can't get through there, because, yeah. This is not your house, sir. It's my house. Did you, like, even eat anything? You just... Jeez. Yeah, he can't get through there. Because they can't jump like the player can. Like... Okay. It's like, I blink. It's like... Little kids grow super fast. Like, I would know I have a... My sister's now 19, and it's just like, when did you get so old? But like, I know kids grow fast, but that's ridiculous. No. Alright. Hopefully this keeps him off my roof now. Out of my backyard. I mean, I need more of that. No. I want to destroy that one. Whatever. Ugh. I just love the lanterns. They look so nice. They're probably like one of my favorite lighting blocks. I really like the sea lantern, but I don't quite know how to get my hands on those yet. So, or I know where to get them. It's just getting them. Okay, that should be all set. Dude is just still standing there, like, go find your own house. You're an adult now. Like, time for you to fly the coop, I guess. I mean, not like that, but like, climb off my roof and find your own place to live. I can get over there, but can he get over there? Whatever. I'll find out if he can get on there at some point, because I'm sure it's bound to happen. Yeah, eventually I'll decorate this. Like, I think I'm gonna do birch in this particular room, and then in this room right here, I'm gonna do that orange wood, because I think the two contrast each other very nicely. And, yeah. Like I said, eventually I will come back to this and maybe decorate it a little. But for now, I think I'm gonna head back to my main house. Dude's still on my roof. Whatever, guy, you do you. You do you. Don't mind me. No, there's nothing here. I took all this stuff of, interest. Yes. Give me that. Paper, the blue terracotta, because I really like terracotta. I am still figuring out how to play this game. I've only been playing it since March. Like, I literally started playing Minecraft for the very first time in 2019. Which is wild, because my brother and sister have been playing it for like. They've both been playing it for like a heck of a lot longer than I have. My brother's been playing it since like the Xbox 360 version. Like, as for my sister, she's been playing it on the Wii U. I started playing it on Switch, and then decided that I would rather play it on my PC, just because the Switch's memory is incredibly limited, and I don't want Minecraft to take up all of the capacity on it. Where is my nether portal? I need to make like some kind of trail leading to the portal, or move the portal to my house, get rid of the first one. I've done that a few times in my other file. Eventually, I think I'm gonna do it in this one for my main nether portal. Up there it is. I wish I could do mining sessions, like, record them, but I can't figure out how to make the video not, like, pitch black almost, and very, very difficult to see anything. Alrighty, let's go back to the main house and figure out what we're gonna do from there. I don't even know why I made this rail system. Like, I hardly ever use it. It's not very efficient. I might just tear up the track eventually and, like, use it for something else. Oh, there we go. Where am I? I don't know what I was doing at this point, because like I said, I recorded this video, back in, like, June, and it is currently September 9th. So, I'm very, very behind. I don't like that. Don't look down. Oh. Okay. Alright. We... Okay. Honestly, the music in this place is just the best. I don't know, I was in a really bad mood the other day, just like upset about like something. Like I couldn't find something important, and it was kind of like upsetting because I really needed it, and played Minecraft for a little bit. I didn't record because I wasn't in the mood to do that, and just the music made me feel so much better. Like, the music in this game is fantastic. Like, I've studied to it. Like, I had to write a paper last term, and I put Minecraft and creative and just listen to the music because it's just, I find it to be the perfect music to study to write a paper to. That's pretty cool. Lethal, but pretty freaking cool. But yeah, I just put Minecraft on creative mode because continuous music that you don't get in survival, which I kind of wish survival did have an option for continuous music, but yeah, I just the music was perfect to do my paper to. Like low key enough so that like I focused on my paper and not the music I was listening to, but just I don't know. Oh, oh boy. Oh man, not good. Yeah, I don't quite know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'll figure that out once I get back home. I actually don't remember what I did in this because it has been that long, but we'll figure it out and I'll voice over it. I mean, it'd be one thing if this video wasn't like over an hour and a half long, like, but I can imagine that'd get a little boring. I mean, I know some people like watching like Minecraft videos without commentary, but um, yeah, like I said, I can imagine that gets really boring. Especially like if it's a shorter video, no problem. But yeah, I don't know. I'm actually watching the video as I'm doing this voiceover because yeah, I have to have something to talk to for an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, I need to change this. It's kind of far from my main house. It's like half raining, half snowing, like typical New England winter. Eventually, I'll build a better storage room because the moment this one's fairly small and it fits my needs for now, but I know as I continue playing this game more, it's gonna get to be too small. Oh, the Wandering Trader's back. Honestly, like I'm gonna be honest, I kinda don't like him. He's spawned in my house at one point, and it's just like, who decided that this would be a good idea? Like, I mean, it's great for trading stuff, like, but at the same time, it's kind of a, oh, I need more. Okay, I need more oak. Yay, bookshelf. Eventually, I'll build a better enchanting room, too. At some point. When I feel compelled to. Efficiency, efficiency, and unbreaking. Yep, that's decent. See, with playing the game on peaceful and me not wanting to kill any of the animals, it's kind of difficult to get my hands on leather, so I'm gonna have to figure out a workaround for that. Freaking llamas. So bats don't spawn in my house, because I've had that happen multiple times. No. Why is that there? No, maybe I'll build like an extension that leads to my nether portal. Just up there. There's gonna be a lot of excavating. The dirt, the gravel. This I think leads right to the portal. Yep, there it is. Because I don't like how I have to go outside. It's a little far. I can get that in my house somehow. Will be good. Yeah, we can do it that way. Yeah, like if I turn that into like a staircase leading up to the portal, I can yeah. Putting this in creative right now just so I don't end up with a just inventory full of dirt, cuz there's not much you can do with dirt. I mean, I'm sure it's useful for something, but at the moment I do not have a need for copious amounts of dirt and gravel. So we're just gonna mine all this out in creative mode because it's just easier. And I won't end up with a inventory full of dirt. I'm taking probably my fourth foreign language class. Actually, it's my third foreign language class. Taking Spanish for the first time since elementary school, because my elementary school taught Spanish starting in kindergarten. But if you were in the elementary school, because it was K through 8, actually, it also did preschool, because it was not a public school. But they started teaching Spanish in kindergarten. And I don't honestly remember a whole heck of a lot from that, because all they really did was just vocabulary. Like, you learned the colors, how to count, the days of the week, the months, how to say, like, basic, like, my name is, yes, no, please, thank you, and stuff like that, but you didn't really learn any of the grammar of it, so I had, like, 5 years of just Spanish vocabulary and learning the same thing every year for 5 years. My middle school didn't really do much with language. Like, we did have like a foreign language class. I don't remember what it was called. I don't remember much from it. And I went to two different middle schools, and they were in the same town, but it was the same class. And yeah, all I remember from like seventh grade was the teacher ended up getting fired for like snapping and throwing a desk at a student, but he didn't really teach us anything. He just gave us like handouts of like, again, vocab, no grammar, just like, oh yeah, no, run this through like an online translator that predated Google Translate, because I don't think Google Translate was a thing when I was in seventh grade. Um, and just, yeah, I I chose to do things in French because I kind of grew up learning French because my family's from, or half of my family's from Quebec. My dad was born in the U.S., but my mom, my grandmother, my grandfather, they were all born in Quebec, so they speak French fluently. So I had a little bit of help in that. High school, I took French because I already knew quite a bit of it. I just needed to learn like how to write French. Like it was kind of like I could speak it, like kind of how like when you go into elementary school, yeah, you can speak your native language. You just can't like write or read in your native language. That was kind of how it was with me in French. Like I could speak French going in. It's just writing and reading French was not something I could do at the time. I ended up finishing my French. I ended up doing French 3 in college because my school didn't offer French 3. My school also offered Italian, as we're a very Italian town. The joke in my town is that, like, everyone is Italian. Like, yeah, the joke was, like, 90% of the students at the high school I went to were Italian, but it was more like 50%. So, my school offered Italian. School no longer offers French. They just offer Spanish and Italian because, well, again, very Italian town. Yeah, and I wanted to finish with the French program, the college I go to, but I had a scheduling conflict, so I ended up, it's like, hey, let's just take Spanish because it'll be useful. So many people speak Spanish that like it'll probably help me down at some point down the line. Sorry about that. I was just grabbing a quick drink because I am like my throat's super dry. Yeah, I think that should be good. I don't know. Why did I have to build my nether portal all the way over here? Like, I couldn't have found a better spot closer to my actual house. Okay. I mean, my high school French teacher just made French just the worst because, like, she knew that I spoke French as a kid, that I had learned it as a kid, and she pretty much just straight up, like, yeah, she condescendingly told me, like, oh, if you're gonna take French, you're gonna have to learn, like, the proper dialect. Like, it's like, you're gonna have to, like, you're not gonna be able to use the dialect you speak at home, because that's not proper French. And, yeah, no. I had a lot of like difficulty with that. There was more than one time where I just there'd be more than one time where I would like get confused because in the dialect of French spoken in France, they're the meals are different than they are in Quebec. Like in Quebec, breakfast is le déjeuner, lunch is le dîner, and dinner is le souper. Whereas in Parisian French, breakfast is petit déjeuner, lunch is déjeuner, and dinner is le dîner. So, there was one day the teacher asked, like, in a speaking, like a test for the spoken portion, she asked me something along the lines of, I'll say it in English just for time's sake. She said, she asked me, what will you have for dinner? Which in French would be, qu'est-ce que tu vas manger pour le dîner? Most one, just le souper. But, yeah, she asked me, qu'est-ce que tu vas manger pour le dîner? And I took that as, what will you have for lunch? But she was meaning, what will you have for dinner? So I answered with a sandwich, or un sandwich. Je vais manger un sandwich pour le dîner. And she asked, in French, why are you only having a sandwich for dinner? And that's not a lot. Or pourquoi est-ce que tu vas manger seul un sandwich pour le dîner? And I responded kind of passive aggressively because in Quebec, le dîner is lunch. What I should have said was something along the lines of, I'm only having a sandwich because I'm gonna go play sports with my friends after dinner, which would be, parce que après le dîner, je vais faire le sport avec mes amis. I think that probably would have been a better option than passive aggressively responding with, I basically going to use my native dialect and screw you. And yeah, no, she didn't like my answer very much. She didn't like the whole, because in Quebec, le dîner is lunch, not dinner. So yeah, she also couldn't read my handwriting, could not understand my accent. Which was weird because she could understand pretty much every one of my classmates using like just French with an American accent, which I can't even do because when I speak French, my accent automatically defaults to the Quebecois. But when I took French in college, I asked the professor, like, I think I went for her like mentoring out for her like her office hours, and I was like, am I easy to understand? And she was just like, what are you talking about? You are one of the easiest people in the class to understand because of your accent. She's like, what where did that come from? And I told her like, yeah, when I took French in high school, my teacher couldn't understand my accent at all, and like it was really annoying because she'd ask me to repeat stuff all the time, and it got to the point where she'd be like, just say it in English because I can't understand you. I barely passed French too. I once got a, no, 65 is a passing grade. Yeah, 65 was a passing grade. I got a 64.6 on my midterm, and she rounded down to a 64, and I was just like, are you kidding me? I had another like project in that class that there was one day or one week, I think in 10th grade, where I was out sick for like an entire week. and she gave us like a quick little mini project, like to be done. Like, I think she handed it out on like the Monday, which was one of the only days I was there that week, to be due the Friday. Um, and I went to school Monday, was out Tuesday, went to school sick Wednesday. I didn't have French on the Wednesday. Um, didn't go to school Thursday, but went in Friday. And she was like, "Oh, where's your project?" I was like, "I have been sick all week." Like, so she didn't let me hand it in late. And I was just like, "Really?" It's like, listen, the last time. Oh, hello. Please don't attack me. Like, the last time I had something like that happen, we kind of went to the school board, and the teachers were kind of. Yeah, that was a totally different situation. That was me out for 2 weeks with just the flu really, really bad. But yeah, I barely passed French too. Remember asking like one of my friends in the class, or one of my friends in the class came up to me after the midterm, and she was like, "Oh, what did you get on the French 2 midterm?" I was like, "I got a 64.6." It's like, I've got a feeling she's gonna round it down to a 64 instead of giving me the 3/10 of a point I need to pass. She's like, "Lucky, I got a 59." I was like, "I'd rather have the 59." I was like, I would much rather have the 59 because then at least I know there was absolutely no chance of me passing that. It's like I am 3/10 of away. It's like I'm 3/10 of a point away from passing, and I know she's not going to give me the 3/10 of a point I need to pass that exam. And like a lot of it was like, you speak French at home. How are you doing so poorly in French? And I was just like, my mother doesn't really know how to write in French very much. I mean, she moved to the US when she was just 5 years old, so she didn't have to learn how to write in French. Um, it's like, and I can't be going over my grandparents' house every time I have French homework because, again, they don't know how to write in Parisian French, they only know how to write in Quebecois, and I've already been explicitly told multiple times that I cannot use Quebecois in this class, so. Yeah, that was fun. College French was much better for me. I think I ended up getting a higher grade on French in college French after not taking a French class in like 4 years. I did better in that than I did in high school French. But also, the professor I had for French in college was way more lenient than the high school teacher I had. And the thing about the high school teacher, she wasn't even like a native French speaker. Like, she learned French in college. She could understand Parisian French accent, and she could understand like the Americanized. Like, she could not understand my accent, which was a Quebecois accent. And I think there was a younger student from Haiti who spoke Haitian French, and she had a very similar experience with that. Cause yeah, I think the underclassman had a very similar, who was from Haiti and learned French in Haiti, had a very similar experience to what I had. So, yeah. It's like I remember meeting her and kinda I met her through the French teacher, and she had me kinda explain things to the younger student. She was a ninth grader. Um Spoke very little English, spoke French, and yeah. We called this teacher the Cannonball because of her personality, and it was just like she had the personality of a cannonball. It was also what her name was in French. I'm not gonna say it just because. But yeah, her last name meant cannonball in French. Which, yeah. Remember one day, I don't remember if it was French, it was French too. This girl in my class said, like, it was lunch period. We had first lunch, and this girl in my class was like, I forgot my book bag in the cafeteria. Can I go get it? And the teacher said, yeah. The girl came back, like, half an hour later, and I don't think I've ever heard my French class that quiet. Like, the teacher took the girl into another room and screamed at her and gave her detention for literally the rest of the school year. I don't remember what month it was, but the girl got detention for like the rest of the school year. I remember one day she said, "Yeah, I went to she's like, "Yeah, I went to private school. Like we just paid them extra to pass me." And I was just like, it's like I went to private school too, and they kept back at least 4 students a year. Like, I remember a couple of my friends ended up staying back grades because the school I went to was very, very strict, and I knew one girl who was kept back in kindergarten 2 years. Um, my childhood best friend, her younger sister, was kept back like 2 years at that school. Um, yeah. In high school, French was like the only class I ever had issues with, and that was more the teacher than me. Um, yeah. The only thing I worry about taking Spanish is like forgetting that it's not French and like writing or taking an exam and ending up writing it in French instead of Spanish. I kind of hope no one ever asks for my notebook because I think I have like 3 lines in English because I did everything in yeah. All like my grammar notes are like, oh, it's like this in French, except it's actually written in French. Because I don't know, that's probably gonna work better for me. It didn't work out so well when I took Japanese because it's so different, but French is so similar to Spanish that I mean they're both Romance languages, so they're Latin derivative. Mm. I wish I had dark oak. I much prefer dark oak over regular. My sister said she took a French class and she's like, I don't know anything about French. Like, I didn't learn anything. I mean, like, when my sister had homework assignments due, she'd call my mom or my grandparents and have them do her French homework for her. I think she called my mom like 1 or 2 times, and I don't even know if she ever. I'm pretty sure she called my grandparents, who are even more fluent in French than my mom. Um, yeah, I tend to play the Pokemon games in French, and I've done that since I think Generation 6. The X and Y generation, the first one that actually gave you the opportunity to play in other languages. And probably gonna do the same thing when Sword and Shield comes out. I'm not gonna be playing those games in English. I'm gonna play them in French. Do I really want to just do a whole like whatever. Yeah, one of the reasons why I play the Pokemon games in French is because there's so little French media available in the US that it's pretty much all I have in terms of like, I mean, yeah, they're kids' books, and on occasion, like a library might have a couple of novels, but um, I don't know. There's not a whole lot of French movies. I mean, I could watch again stuff dubbed in French, but I don't know. It's just not the same. So I use it more to like practice more than anything. But it does lead to issues because my friends will be talking about like a Pokemon, and I'll be just like, "What Pokemon are you talking about?" And then they'd show me a picture. I was like, "Oh, it's French name," and they're just staring at me like, "Be normal. Play the games in English." Another thing I do is I watch a lot of hockey games in French. I have a subscription to the NHL streaming service, and there are some teams that they offer French stream for. Um, Unfortunately, the only team that has or is guaranteed a French stream is the biggest rival of my favorite hockey team. Yeah. So I end up watching a lot of Montreal Canadiens games because it's the only team guaranteed to have a French stream. On occasion, the Ottawa Senators, but they're more of an AHL team than they are an NHL team. Do I really want to extend that? Or should I just move the portal? Hmm. Yeah. If. Yeah. Um, like I said earlier, I'm taking Spanish this particular semester, and the professor is letting us do something no other foreign language professor or teacher, for that matter, I've ever had has allowed us to do. Um, she's letting us use a dictionary, like a Spanish English dictionary for her tests and quizzes, and she's like, really? That, like, yeah, it's wild to me because my high school French teacher was just like, absolutely not. You have to memorize which. Yeah, you just have to memorize what everything's gender is because French is one of those languages where everything has a gender. And there's no rhyme or reason to it either. Um, it's like, yeah, you have to memorize all that stuff. And it's just like, but there's like, yeah, no. Spanish things also have gender, but at least there's a little bit of rhyme or reason to that. French, it's just like, yeah, whatever. This object is masculine and this object's feminine. Why? Just because. Shrug emoji. Yay, more cobblestone. I think I have an English Spanish dictionary. I know I bought one. I just have no idea where it is. Um, yeah. You know, building things would take so much less time if I would just sit down and plan things out for a while beforehand. Like, I was having that issue the other day. I was, um, building something in my experimental world, and it took an unnecessarily long time because I didn't plan it out first. I just kinda started building and had to go back to had to try to figure out what I was doing multiple times. Mm. Yeah, I don't feel like I don't feel like demolishing that nether portal at the moment. I'm just gonna build another one. I have no way to get back up there. Oh wait, yes I do. The Wandering Trader was a good idea, but I feel like he's, at least in my experience, like his his llamas are all over my experimental world. Like, and I mean all over, like I had one of his llamas drown itself in my pool in one of my builds, in my experimental file. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's more of a nuisance. Like, I've had him spawn in my house. Like, that was annoying. Cool. It works. I love the Nether. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'd like it as much if I played on, if I didn't play on peaceful, but I don't know. There's just something really cool about the Nether. Oh, nice. Take me back to this one. Yeah, I'm gonna do that instead of bringing. Yeah, instead of bringing my house to my nether portal, I'm just gonna bring the nether portal to my house. This stuff takes so long to mine. Although I think I read somewhere that it takes less time the Bedrock edition than in the Java edition, and I played Bedrock. I know it's not the version, the most popular version for PC, but I started on the Bedrock edition for Nintendo Switch and just transferred my experimental world over through the use of a realm, which has since expired, but I only created that realm to transfer the world to the PC edition, so that's fine. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna record. It's the only thing I don't like about OBS is it doesn't tell you how long you've been recording for. So yeah, that's one thing I would change about OBS was have like a timer. That way my videos don't end up being like super long. And we have the obsidian back. I'm currently using a pair of broken headphones. They're physically broken, but they still sound nice. They still have decent sound, and basically the way they broke is the right ear cup snapped. So yeah, the right ear cup kind of snapped. Because when I record, I like to keep one headphone off so I can hear so I can like regulate my the volume of my voice and I don't talk too loud because I usually do a lot of these recordings late at night. It's like, yeah, it's fairly late right now. It's like 1 a.m. But this is like the time of day where my house is the quietest, so yeah, for me it's ideal. I only have one class today. Or tomorrow, or today, since it's Thursday. And my professor, because I only have one class because my professor's doing a book signing, or he's launching his book, his latest book. So he's like, yeah, kinda gonna be busy. So yeah, I had to cancel class. It's like every time I tell my mom, who went to the same college I went to, like we went for a little while at the same time. She went back a couple years ago, I think. She went back. She was she lost her job of like 27 years and decided to go back to college so she could finish her degree. And every time I tell her that like one of my classes got canceled, she's just like, I never had any of my classes canceled. Like my professors always had class, and it's just like, yeah, but not every professor is like that. Um yeah. I mean, I've had American government professors back when Colbert was still on Comedy Central. Um, there's one day she was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of not feeling that great, so we're just gonna watch the Colbert Report this class." She's like, "We'll meet for like an hour, and then we'll watch Colbert for about an hour, and I'll let you go." She's like, "I think I'm gonna outright cancel class on our next class just so I can get over the whatever I have." So, yeah. And my mom was like, "How come I never got professors who were like that?" She's like, "I never had professors that showed movies." She's like, "I never had professors that canceled class." And it's just like, Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, my professors don't cancel often, but like, um, I have at least one or two, maybe even three classes canceled every term. But that's how it is. And a lot of the times when they do cancel class, they end up like giving like an assignment online, like, oh, read this chapter of the textbook, or um, yeah, they one of them put a video aside in the library, but like, I think we ended up just having like the students in my class ended up having like just a video, like we rented out one of the we borrowed one of the classrooms and watched the video. They were cool with it. Technology doesn't always work though. Um, just running, I'm running a school club this year, and our second meeting, like we were gonna show like what we had available, like the different forms of media we had available, and well, the projector didn't work. Like we couldn't get the projector and the computer to work. And then finally, like 10 minutes before our meeting was gonna end, some kid figured it out, and it was just like, oh man. But as long as we don't have that issue next week, I think we'll be good, because, yeah, I run my college's anime club. Um, so yeah, that's fun. And usually, yeah, we meet in like a conference room, and like our meetings are pretty chill. We don't like, you can just show up when you want, leave when you want. It's always how it's been. I am the ninth president in the club's history, I think. Yeah, I'm the club's ninth president. Um, Only three of them have been male. Like, yeah, I'm the ninth club president. I'm also the second, or I'm the fourth from the high school I went to, because that's interesting. Yeah, I'm the fourth president from the high school I graduated, and I am the sixth girl. I'm the sixth, like, female president in the club's history, even though I tend to identify more as non binary than female. But yeah, it's confusing and complicated. Um, there was one time I jokingly referred to myself as gender confused, and somebody like jumped down my throat saying that that was a terrible thing to say, and I was just like, no, I am gender confused. I am confused as to what my gender orientation is. That's what I mean by gender confused. It's like, I know I'm not cis, but like, yeah, it's really hard to explain. And it's like, I remember as a kid, I'd always say that I was like a tomboy. Like, I hardly ever wore dresses that weren't part of my school uniform because the first elementary school I went to didn't let girls wear pants until 2000. So, I mean, like on dress down days, we could pay to wear pants to school if we wanted. It's not like they were like, no, you can only wear skirts even on free dress days. But yeah, the school I went to didn't incorporate pants into the school uniform for girls in until yeah, 2000, which meant like we froze every winter because like yeah, New England winter, wearing a skirt and tights. In my case, knee socks because I could not do the texture of tights. Yeah, that was always fun. Um, yeah, but now that school offers like kind of a gender neutral uniform. Like they offer shorts for both boys and girls. They offer pants for both boys and girls. Although I think they changed it so that it's like year round. Like girls can wear pants all year round if they want. Boys can wear shorts in the warmer months. Yeah. Remember when I went to public school for the first time, it was kind of culture shock, a bit of a culture shock because I went from like not being able to wear, I went from having like just a uniform to being able to wear whatever I wanted. Um, and of course, like, I didn't wear the right, like, according to my classmates, I didn't wear the right kind of clothes. And it was just like, you guys don't understand. I just started in public school. It also took me like 4 or 5 years to adjust to public school, but that's what happens when you take an autistic 10-year-old out of a environment she feels comfortable in, stick her in a brand new environment. So, yeah, fun. Yeah, this is this is gonna be fun. This is the only way I know how to make a roof without making it like 80 blocks high. And to be honest, I think it looks really nice. Like it has a nice aesthetic on the inside. Um, the way I do it with the slabs, it gives the ceiling an interesting look. This dude is still trying to eat my roof. But yeah, I ended up like yeah, public school was rough for me at first. Um, laziness. But yeah, public school was rough for me at first because yeah, fifth grade is a really awkward year to transfer schools because by that point, like, all of the friendships are already, like, established and, like, that's when things start getting kind of clicky. Like, girls start getting nasty. Um, I hung around with the wrong group, and yeah. But yeah. The first friend I made at that school is still a very good friend of mine. I went to her wedding. We've kept in touch. Um, she has an adorable little son now. He's like 5. He's like 5 or 6 months old now. She lives in a different state, but we still kind of keep in touch through like Facebook. Like I said, I went to her wedding. It's like, yeah. It's like she's 28 going on 29. She turns 29 on Christmas. I just turned 29 about a little over a month ago. Um, yeah. It's like I'm still in that mindset that like when people I went to high school with have kids and it's just like, but we're so young and it's like, no, wait, we're almost 30. Like it's wild to me. Um, it's like no, we're not young. We're like, oh, that bothers me. That bothers me. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I know. I've been in college for a long time. Like, there's I don't think there's a whole lot of shame in taking what you need, like taking the amount of time you need. I deal with really bad like school related anxiety. I also have ADHD and I'm on the autism spectrum, so things are kind of difficult for me like in terms of schooling. So I know, like, I can really only take about 3 classes a semester because any more than that, the workload will completely overwhelm me and I will do very badly because I've done that. Um, I don't like how that looks. But everyone does stuff at their own pace. Like, for me, um, yeah, I found high school to be very easy, but um yeah, college is a little bit more difficult. I mean, like one of my professors is like, "Yeah, we have you have an 8-page paper due in like 2 weeks." It's just like, "Wait, what? What do you mean we have an 8-page paper due in 2 weeks? Like I haven't even gotten the book yet." And then I have another paper due in less than 2 weeks, but that one's a lot shorter. That one's like 4 to 6 pages, which sounds like a lot, but the assignment is, yeah, it's a narrative piece about why Constantinople fell. So it's not, yeah, it's an she wants it the professor wants it in narrative form. So more like telling the story of how Constantine fell to the Ottoman Empire as opposed to um just stating a thesis and then arguments to support your thesis. Um I'm an avid fan fiction writer, so um I really don't think that'll be all too difficult for me, just because I'm really used to writing narrative. Because I have this unfinished fanfic that's like, I have an unfinished piece that's like, it's only halfway done and it's like almost 200,000 words. And I started writing it when I was 16, so it's been in the works for like 12 years. I like the story. I know how it ends. I wrote the climax. I wrote that story all out of order. I wrote the climax before I think I was like 7 chapters in and hit a rut. And wrote the climax because honestly, when you're writing a story, it kind of works to have an end point. Like when you go on a road trip, you're not just gonna, yeah, when you go on a road trip, I look at like writing stories as like, when you go on a road trip, you're not just gonna like, I don't know, you're not gonna just drive around aimlessly. You're gonna have a destination, and I feel the same when writing like a story. If you don't know how it's gonna end, say the beginning of the story is your point A, but you don't have a point B, how are you supposed to connect the two? Um, yeah, with writing, I feel like you almost need to know how the story is gonna end before you can write the middle. With college papers, it's the exact opposite. Like, your climax, or the ending or conclusion, not climax, but the ending is just a reiteration of what the paper was, like your main argument, and then your main points supporting that argument. But yeah, the paper you write the middle stuff first, and then you write your thesis, then you write all the middle stuff, then you write your beginning, your like opening paragraph, and then your conclusion. That's how I write papers. When I write papers. Um but with a story, I feel like you almost need to know how it's going to end before you can figure out all the middle stuff. I don't know. Maybe that works differently for other people. But I know for my sake, I have to write the ending before I can write, like, to figure out how the story's gonna end. That looks better. Yeah. I have to figure out how the story ends before I do anything else in terms of, like, writing. Like, writing shouldn't be linear anyway. Hmm. No sunroof on this one. That's sad. Oh well. Yeah, I'll figure out how to fix the roof eventually. But for now, let's just take a look. Eventually, I'll give it windows and maybe I'll blow that out. Just pull that wall. Yeah. Who knows? I'll figure it out. I mean, I'm recording this very, very, very after I built this. Um, or after I did this. I am months behind with these, but part of the reason why I'm months behind with these is because of this particular span, because the original voiceover I did for this particular build, for this particular video, didn't record. My mic wasn't on, and the program I was using before this, I use OpenShot now, but I was using the Microsoft Movie Maker Pro HD, which I wouldn't recommend to anyone if you're gonna do stuff like this. Use OpenShot. It's free. Save the $14 for something better than that software. But OpenShot doesn't have the ability to do voiceover, so I downloaded Audacity, and I'm doing that. So I'm recording the voiceover with Audacity and the adding it into Movie Maker. So yeah, or adding that into OpenShot as a separate thing, but it's actually really easy. I can't believe how easy it was. I've done a couple of tests with it, with Splatoon videos from, like, the Switch's video capture function, because I only have, like, about 4,000 of those. But yeah. Now, my nether portal is part of my house. All I have to do now yeah, we're probably gonna blow that. I'm probably gonna blow that wall. Just pull it out one, make it line up with the rest of that. Because I don't like how it looks right now. I switch between creative and survival a lot just to, like, see how things look. Yeah. Just experimenting. Some idiot just drove by really loud. It kind of picked up a little bit. Yikes. I don't like it. See, I know what the end result looks like, because this is months old at this point. But yeah. Have to keep an eye on how much longer, because as I'm recording this, I'm actually watching the video at the same time. Yeah. Of course, like I said, I recorded this so long, I don't remember what I talked about originally, so we're We're making that up as we go along. Yeah. See, I throw the game in creative to get a bird's eye view of things, because I have the game on peaceful, I don't have the ability to get to the end. At least without shutting everything in. But, I did find an end gate not too far from my house. Just something I haven't found in my experimental file yet. I was kind of looking for iron and I found an end gate instead. And of course, I mean, with the Java edition, there are ways to find an end gate. But in Bedrock, I don't think there is at the moment. I don't know if there are mods for Bedrock edition. But yeah, I just kind of stumbled across it by accident. Which, hey, that's cool. How do I want to do this? I love the music in this game. It's just so nice. I'm going to get rid of that. This house has come a really long way since I started. Oh, hello. Nether portals make weird noises. Just clean this up a little. Eventually, I'll get rid of the dirt. It's one thing I haven't ever done in Minecraft. Like, even when I first started playing, I never had a house made out of dirt. I mean, my first house was a birch block. Or just a birch. Yeah. But, never built a house out of dirt. Eventually, I might just fiddle around with this house even more. I don't know, if there's one thing I'm always doing, it's I'm always, like, coming up with ways to improve the stuff I've already built. These houses are no exception. Let's. I like the Nether, but not right now. Andrew Sykes, at this point, I don't know how to make stone. I found that out not too long after. But yeah, that's coming out nice. There we go. I think I've ever broken in my experimental file, I never broke diamond equipment because, well, okay, nope, we're not doing that. Because usually I ended up accidentally deleting it out of my hotbar in creative mode. So, I'll probably do that at least once in this file. Nope, I can't do that. An attempt was made. Yeah, that's nice. I'll probably blow that out at some point. Line it up with the rest of the house. Then I'm probably gonna call it a night soon. I'm being lazy. Yeah, that's fine. Save for the gaping hole. Yeah, whatever. That'll look better in the end anyway. There we go. I like that. small but functional. So yeah. No, those have to stay. Okay. No big deal. But I think I'm gonna call it. So, or very soon I'm gonna call it. Yeah, that's good. We got a lot done in this episode. People on my roof, and yeah, kicked some villagers off my roof. I moved my nether portal into my house so I don't have to go outside to get it anymore. Yeah, this is a pretty productive episode. Pretty long episode, too. It's like an almost 2 hours, but yeah, that looks good. Eventually I'll give it some windows because I have an obsession with windows. But yeah, that's pretty nice. I'm content with that. I think that's where I'm gonna call it for tonight. So thank you very much for watching. Hit like if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you want. Feel free to give me suggestions, like if you want to see me build something. Just let me know. I'm very limited with my redstone ability, so I don't think I could do anything like that. But yeah. Thank you very, very much for watching. And yeah, this is Shark signing off.